Hello everyone, today is talking is Murderforeign, and today we will be talking about Archer from Kirby Fighters 2. Not even gonna lie, I'm not really sure if I want to place this character as a mid tier or a high tier. I guess you are going to find out from my arguments right here. If you enjoy these kinds of videos related to Kirby Fighters 2, as always, consider subscribing, and let's cut to the chase. Archer is one of those complex characters to rank. As I've said, the character has a ton of upsides and downsides. We can start by pointing out the downsides. This character is really not that great in small stages, as the opponent can reach up to him quickly. Archer's defense is near inexistent, so this is a huge problem for Archer. His aerial game also sucks if he doesn't have a dash state, so he really can't do anything about you hitting him in the air. It's far too hard to play as Archer under these conditions, but he also has a ton of upsides. He's relatively good at keeping away the opponent with, for example, his down attack, and his dash share is also really good, dealing the damage output that Archer needs for that to not be considered a weakness at all. If you play well enough, you can keep away your opponents really well, and deal a ton of damage as well, making Archer really good for big stages. His projectiles can also annoy the opponent often, so that's another good thing going for Archer. The problem with Archer is the opponents acting aggressive, and Archer not having enough room to breathe and reset his position. However, Archer can give those opponents no room to breathe in bigger stages either. It's a dilemma again, depends on what you value the most in a character. Archer is even into a ton of matchups, so if you value counter picking, Archer can be a really solid high tier. But if you prefer a consistent character that you know only loses like 2 matchups, then Archer just isn't for you. I personally prefer placing Archer in a mid tier. He's a great counter pick, however that's the exact description of my personal mid tier. Great counter picks but bad as primary mains. I think a high tier needs to be at least decent at both. And that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed, then consider liking and subscribing, and see ya next time.